day. Flexing, flexing. B double M, that's the new way. Flexing, my section. Couple of the brodies in the baddies. Now she be digging my flow. Standing on all of my toes. Riding out there for my bros.
Yeah.
Always that one double O. Never go back on the code.
Yeah.
Waiting my time till I blow. You know it's coming for sure.
Yeah, what up, my people? You already know who it is. It's your boy Prophet P, and this is a special edition of Prophet Radio on a Thursday evening. We got a dope guest tonight called Reali T, and as she's connecting and her audio getting all set up and started, we just gonna talk a little bit. And I want to say, yo, shout out to everybody. And I think your audio, can you hear me? She might not be able to hear me. Oh,
there we go.
There we go. Yo, what's going on? What's going
How
on?
you doing? How you doing? I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yo, you're not for nothing. Yo, you got a lot of damn energy. It's
good energy.
Yeah, good energy. Definitely good energy. And I'm like, you know, I caught a glimpse of the, you know, the little shout out and all that for the interview this evening. And I was like, wow, she got a lot of damn energy. Like,
got some love, man. I gotta give that same love back, right?
Yeah, I could appreciate the energy. So before we even get started, introduce yourself for the people.
Well, my name is Reali T. I'm a songwriter, singer, rapper from Vegas.
From
doing
Vegas.
it for a very long time. Las Vegas.
Yo,
yep.
and I got a homie out there called Big Feeve. He out there in Vegas.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he does some joints. Yeah, he dropped some joint. We had an interview with him. Nothing but love from the people out there in Vegas. And Vegas is kind of dope, by the way.
Yeah, hot.
But it's a different hot, though. It's not
a dry heat.
Yeah, it's not a New York hot.
No. But still, I would take it over there. I was born in Rochester, New York. I know upstate New York. But I would take that over this. Really? Not the winters, but the summers, absolutely.
Well, yeah, I heard you don't go out to Vegas in the summertime. Like, you find those in between seasons.
Oh, yeah. All last week, it was 116, 118. Like, who lives here?
When I was out, it was 130. And I'm like, I'm not leaving the hotel. Like,
right.
It said 130. Like, that don't even make sense to me.
Right. Who lives here?
Yes. But you know what? I guess that's why Vegas is so popping, because everything happened at night.
Yeah.
You know? So people go out at night because the sun went down, and nobody out there during the daytime because it's too hot out there.
Still 100 degrees at night, but more tolerable.
Yeah, there's no sun, it's not beaming on you and all that.
Right.
So reality. Let's talk about you, right?
What
that's what you're here for, right? That's what you're here for. How long you been doing this music thing?
I've been doing music for 17 years now.
But you like 12, so how did that work?
I wish. I'll be 34 this month. Yeah, I went started in high school. Kids just banging on lockers, pin tapping, bottle caps, you know how it go, and just started joined the ciphers, and the reaction I got, that was it. Went to school, got a business degree in music business. Yeah, it's, you know, music is life. It's been that way for the past 17 years, and it's been a very hard road.
And you got the credentials to prove music is life. You like, yo, look, I got paperwork behind everything I've been talking about, everything I've been doing, and that's what's up.
Thank you.
Well, we're gonna talk about that whole business situation.
Okay.
When it comes to music, because I think you can enlighten a lot of the artists out there that might not be doing the proper thing, or I think you can probably educate them and help them out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, knowledge is definitely key. So, who were some of your inspirations growing up?
Growing up, it's a bit of a mix, because I grew up with my mother and my grandmother. My grandmother listened to a lot of blues music, so I was heavily influenced by B.B. King, Albert King, people of that sort. My mom was the R&B hip hopper, so you know, the old school cats like Rakim, you know, Big Daddy Kane. Then you got like the 90s Tupac, Biggie and stuff. But more so in high school, I listened to a lot of gangster rap, believe it or not. Like I love T.I., I love Jeezy, I love 50 Cent. You know, I just love that real gangster flow. I don't know. And then as far as R&B, like, you know, Aaliyah, Genuine, Missy Elliott, Timbaland, the whole, you know, that whole crew of people. So yeah.
And you know, everyone that you named, super influential in the game.
Yeah.
So it's obvious that, you know, they would have that effect on you. And they all had their different style of music and the way they presented it. Although T.I. and 50 Cent with gangster rap, it was different, right? The down south gangster is different than the New York gangster.
Right. But you know, then too, it's like gangster rap, they were still versatile. Like when you think about 50's catalog, he's, you know, he had many men, he had heat, but he also had in the club, you know what I mean?
In the club.
So they have the party tracks and gangster tracks and, you know, a mix of stuff.
So how do you think that plays a part in you making music, the versatility of those artists that inspired you? How does that affect the way you produce music, write music, or just create?
It definitely influences the way I create because I try my best not to sound like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I have a real love and passion for blues music. So, you know, I'm working on a way I can fuse blues and hip hop and make it sound modern. So I'm trying to create my own lane by pulling from all the influences I've grown up on.
And you know, just you being a student in the game and having influences in different genres, you would know that the history of music, when you start blending genres together and take little bits here and little bits there, when you put it together, it makes something that's classic that people don't even know where the sound came from and they just drawn to.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely. Sets you apart.
Like all the great ones took something from a genre, maybe blues, R&B, even rock, and they put these elements within their music, and it just made it great.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. 100%.
So
that's what it takes.
So since you was talking about the banging on the lockers and you know and all that other stuff, I think I'm gonna have to test you with a little bar session towards the end.
Oh, that's cool. I can give you a quick 16. That ain't nothing.
Oh, quick 16, it ain't nothing. Oh, you bold. Okay, right. I'm just saying you bold. The world is watching, by the way.
Hey, you gotta be ready, man. You can't come on the radio and not be ready to drop some heat.
Oh, okay. Hey, look. Hey,
just say when.
Okay, I'll be like now, and that's it. That's what I'm gonna say now.
Okay.
All right. So, throughout your career, the 17 years, do you feel that your style or what you produce has changed?
Sure. I've grown a lot. Listening to my older stuff, of course. Like I said, I was so into gangster rap. I was out there pretty much perpetrating fraud. Let's be honest. You know, back in high school, we was all tough and, you know, extra. So I would spit about guns and all this, like, you know. But growing up, you realize, you know, it's best to stick to what you know. I wasn't a killer. I wasn't a shooter. So I'm not like a lot of these other rappers pretending. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the industry promotes it a lot. You know, if you emulate what is popular, right? And gangster rap always has its time and place. You know, if we look at history, gangster rap was really popping when things were bad. Like gangster rap is starting to come back now because we got all these situations happening. And people are talking about, you know, the stick up kids and the catching licks and all that. I can't even keep up with the terminology. You know, gang, right? Just now they don't even talk; they just make sounds. It means something to somebody. It means something to somebody. I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. What the hell are you saying? It might sound scary, but your hair is colorful, so I don't even know to take you serious. Like,
that part. Yeah.
and that's just what it is, you know.
Mhm.
But obviously, the growth changed for the better. You decided to do what fits you the most. So, what would you say is one of the best tracks you ever produced out of everything that you've ever done? Something that you put out there, and it might not even be something that you put out there for the world to hear, but something that you might have wrote or something that you recorded and it was just for you, or you chose not to release it. What was that track that was like, yo, I'm on the right path?
Well, actually, the last track I recorded a couple weeks ago is going to be a monster. It's called Golden Deception. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much about it because we're gonna put it out there, but it's a hell of a song, and it's got a totally different sound to it, totally different feel to it. You know, it's got some heavy guitar riffs in there, and yeah, Golden Deception. It's pretty much about a man that's covered in jewels and gold and got his money and very flashy and flamboyant when it comes to his money, and they feel like they're saving women.
Interesting.
And yeah, and I'm pretty much calling those players out. So,
you know, something that I learned right on Instagram, all that is glitter is not gold, or something. I don't even know if that's the right saying.
No, a lot of it's lead and nickel.
Right. And the crazy part is that on Instagram, they like all these people that are selling jewelry. And
yeah,
I know when I bought jewelry, the jewelry wasn't that cheap, and the price of gold is very high right now. So you get a whole iced out Cuban for like $400. And I'm like, that can't be right.
And they should be advertising VVS diamonds and all. I'm gonna need you to add a couple more zeros to that.
VVS glass. That's what that
right.
is. It's
Right.
glass. Right. And I never known diamonds to have so many colors. Like when I was going to the jewelry store, you was looking for clarity and you was looking for like one color in that rock. Right.
Yeah.
Not the rainbow. You wasn't looking at these artists be out there fronting. I didn't even know that you can actually get fake money. Like I didn't know that you can buy. There's a name for it. I don't know what it is.
The prop money.
Yeah, whatever the hell it is. And I'm like, why would you want to do that?
A lot of it's social media. You know what I mean? You got to think back in, you know, just for me in high school, you know, we didn't have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. So we actually had to show up to places. You know, with social media, you can get all the fake stuff in the world, take pictures and make it look like people don't know it's real through a picture. People can't tell the difference. So it's all the stuff on the gram, you know.
Yeah, it's stunting for the gram. I don't get it.
Yeah, real time. Yeah.
But the beautiful thing is when you are genuine within yourself, right? I think it takes less work to be genuine and be who you are when you're creating music than to sit there and perpetrate a fraud. That takes a lot of work. Like you
and a lot of energy, a lot of memory.
Keep up the image. You gotta
remember your lies.
Find the fake Louis belts and everything else, and it's like that's too much.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's totally different now with this social media generation. It's a lot different. It's a lot to get used to.
So how do you think your music can penetrate that actual social media imagery fakeness that's going on now?
Well, you know, I've always been very straightforward and blunt. So I just call it how I see it. I mean, you know, I talk a lot of, can I cuss?
Yeah, go ahead.
I talk a lot of shit. So I actually have the track.
You ain't from New York because you said cuss. Like, you know, you're not from it. You lost your New York card. Sorry.
West side or West Coast.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Know what I mean? I ain't out there stuck like y'all be. You feel me?
You got to do the your thing too if you want to be from New York. Just like
word. That's my word.
That's my word. What up, son? That like
what up, son?
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
so how do you get through? How do you make it? How do you figure you shine?
Call it how you see it. That's I try, like, my name is Reality. So I'm very blunt and straightforward when it comes to, my beliefs and, what I feel about certain things. And I call it out. I actually have a song where I go in on that particular thing, is people that are fronting online, you know what I'm saying? Call it D-Lo. Solid backwards. We call them D-Los, where they fake for the gram and, stunt. I have a whole track about that. So just call it how you see it, because at the end of the day, if people ride with it and they vibe with it, they'll relate to it, and then it'll eventually catch on, and people will kind of chill out on fronting.
I don't know, like that's a little hard, right? Because
Yeah, it is.
It's hard for people to stop when that's all they know.
Right, very true.
That's
but
all.
With me, people will know that there's different ones out here. All of us are not like that. Especially when it comes to female rappers, they like to bulk us all into one category, and it's just, we have so many different aspects to all of us. I want that to be clear. I'm not like not like these other ones.
So with that being said, right?
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question, right?
Sure.
You can decline to answer. It's up to you.
Okay.
But as far as female artists being lumped up into this one category and things like that, we had the latest release of a specific track that was talking about WAP, right? WAP. Now, we don't need to name the artist. We don't got to go into all that. Everybody knows who did what, who was on it. How do you feel that particular track represents female artists in general, as you talked about being lumped up into that one category?
Yeah, it's kind of hard, because me personally, I don't necessarily mind the raunchy, over-sexualized music, as long as that's not all you have to offer, right? Like, for example, I was a big fan of Kim and Foxy back in the day, and we know what they spoke about, right? But at the same time, they were spitting. They had bars. They had this attitude, this swag to them that, it didn't really matter. They were like pit bulls in a skirt, right? Now it's almost like it's so one track minded. Everything is, PUS, everything. It's just, can we have something else? And I know a lot of people were upset about the song, but when you think about, the two artists that did it, when they announced they were doing the song together, and you think about these two artists, what did people honestly expect them to talk about? When you think about it,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're definitely right. You got Megan Thee Stallion, and then we got Cardi B. Like, we got them on there, and it's like, what do they talk about all the time?
Well, I don't understand why people were so mad. I don't get why people were so mad.
And I'm not mad about it. Yeah. I'm not mad about the song. I'm just like, whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Whoa. But I just feel like, too, once you get to that point, you don't have much else to offer that's going to be a shock factor either. So it kind of, in my opinion, it could limit you as an artist when you give away so much.
Yeah. And, both of them are both talented artists. So being able to be creative, like they both are able to deliver a bar that has you thinking. It was like, wait, hold up, what did you just say? And then you want to rewind to hear it, because you're like, where the heck did this come from? And it's like, how did you figure that out? But I just think that there has to be more, and I think that there are so many female artists just like yourself that can deliver, a little bit of everything. There's nothing wrong with that track that's just you just speaking your truth at the moment, whatever it is, and you're saying what you say, how you feel, you want to say it, and do it the way you want to do it. But I think you shouldn't, be pigeonholed and say, hey, look, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is all I'm gonna do. You got to be diverse in this industry as an artist, due to the fact that music it just, the attention span of individuals that listen to music today is so quick.
Yes.
that you're lucky if they listen to a whole track.
Yes.
You're lucky if they listen for the 3-4 minutes that the track is. They
Right.
might just give you 30 seconds. You got 30
Right.
seconds to deliver what you need to deliver. And if you're the same, they're just gonna be like, oh, it's the same thing all over again, and they're gonna go on to something else.
Right. Right. And that's something too that I miss more so in the 90s was like the it doesn't seem like there's a lot of love anymore in music. It doesn't seem like there's like any chase, like cat and mouse type thing, like let a brother walk up on you and spit some smooth stuff to you and get you with the wordplay. Like it's straight to the ass.
You must have loved LL. You must have loved LL because LL used to spit some stuff.
Yes.
What he said, I need to write that down. I need around the way, girl. And like the bamboo earrings, at least 2 pairs. That was my whole joint.
Okay.
Like LL told me what I was supposed to be looking for, and then what I needed to do to get it. And then music then was so, in a way, it was like a code you had to decipher because nothing was ever just put directly out there.
Right.
Like, it took me years to find out what pink cookies in a plastic bag being crushed by meant. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's like sex. I'm like, okay, what is the pinky? And then I'm like, oh, so now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, pink cookie, okay, right?
Yeah.
Getting crushed by a builder, okay, long, like tall and wide. Oh, okay, I get it now. But back then it wasn't that obvious.
Right. Well, so yeah. Like even Aaliyah's Rock the Boat. A lot of people didn't know that was talking about sex, but it's just I miss it.
R. Kelly? What's she talking about, R. Kelly?
Listen. No comment. You're gonna bring that kind of energy over here.
No. We're not gonna do the argument, but I'm just saying, what was she talking about? Because she was very, very young. She was taken way too soon.
Rest in peace, Aaliyah. Yes.
Well, one of the great ones that was taken too soon, just like Biggie and Tupac and
Nipsey Hussle.
It's weird because we talked about the love in the industry. You spoke about it a little bit, and I've heard songs with Nipsey on it, throughout the years, but I didn't know who the hell he was. I never really paid attention until his passing.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, snap. Like, he had a lot to say. He had a lot of things going on that if there was the love there, if there wasn't the division in music and everything else that there is today, he could have touched a lot more people.
Yeah, absolutely. And he went at his peak too. And that's what's heartbreaking. He was really on his way up and doing so many good things for so many people. And to be taken away like that, especially by our own, it's unfortunate.
And usually it is by the hands of our own.
Yes.
Right. We have situations like now that are a little crazy. I don't even want to get into that. But a lot of times it's the jealousy, the crabs in the barrel mentality to deal with. And we end up fighting our own instead of we're trying to bring you up.
Helping one another, right? Coming together. Yeah.
Coming together. And not for nothing, we're a force to be reckoned with once we realize that we can do more together than we can do apart.
Right. Once we realize our power. And it's sad too, with all the madness and chaos going around us that we're still doing it. You're still hearing about this rapper shot, that rapper shot, this rapper. And it's just like, come on, brothers. Like, it's the whole world is already against you. Why do we have to make it harder for ourselves? But what do you do until it changes, But try to do the best you can yourself,
And I think I got a project for you. I'm just gonna put it out there. Like I said before, you can either accept or decline.
Okay.
I think what we need is a collaboration with a few female rappers.
Yes.
Do the modern day version.
Ladies' night.
Well, ladies' night could work.
I've been saying that for years. I didn't want to do that.
But I was thinking a little more unity, right? UNITY, right?
UNITY. Okay, yeah.
You know, something
That would
like
be
that.
dope.
But I
Yeah.
think getting some of the powerful female artists, right, out there and collaborating, because I think an artist like yourself that has a lot to offer and bringing those things together, not for nothing, men are not too bright. So no, we're not. They're like we're simple. It's like, oh look, there goes a carrot, and we're gonna follow the carrot. So
Yeah,
if we have powerful women doing things and speaking to the masses, it's like we will respect it and in some way follow
absolutely.
suit.
Yeah. And it's crazy too because women are winning right now in music. So many women are doing phenomenal things. But still, like, the conversation, the topics is still sexualized. I wish we could not only talk about that. Let's talk about that plus this, plus that, plus this, plus that. It seems like we just tend to put that sex kitten image out there, and
But I think it's because they associate that image, right? And this has been this way for a long time. That image creates that bag that you're
absolutely,
looking for, that that emulation of success.
I
It's
get
like,
it.
well, if I talk about this, they're gonna cut me that check,
I
right?
get it.
So you know what?
Absolutely.
The quick path to success, right?
Right.
The
Right.
ones that were spitting the knowledge, the ones that were putting out good music, the timeless, priceless music that you can listen to anytime during the day, they didn't get those deals. They didn't get those checks cut like that.
Right. Right.
You know,
I
they
can
had to
I
have
can I can relate to that, because I'm not really big into doing too much as far as being over sexualized. I don't mind showing sex appeal, talking about sex, being a grown woman, but I just feel like um there could still be a bit more. I don't want to say this and offend anybody, but there could be a bit more class to it. And with me carrying myself that way, like I said, I've been doing it for 17 years. So I know that if it was different, it probably wouldn't have taken so long. It probably wouldn't have been so hard. But at the end of the day, gotta stand up for something or you'll fall for anything, right? So
and that is a fact.
yeah. And I just want to, I want to give those women out there that are not necessarily bad bitches, kind of just like normal, like everyday women, somebody in the industry to relate to, somebody that they can, vibe with and understand, because not everybody can really understand the life of a bad bitch,
And
or relate.
for me, like, I just the word bitch, like when we refer to
Mm-hmm.
female, right? Especially our queens, our sisters, and stuff like that. To me, I
Yeah,
have an issue with it. I don't do it,
sure.
right?
Right.
That's not my thing. So it's like we tend to, in our culture, we tend to adapt and adopt those words that are so demeaning, and then
We
we
do.
try and own it.
Mhm.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like, do you even realize what you're doing? You're adopting what they're telling you that you are, and you're trying to put a spin on it. But at the same time, you just what they're saying, and then you're emulating that image that
Hmm.
they want out there in the beginning. And
Right.
then say, if you want to do it, we'll pay you for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
here's this
Yeah.
check.
Right. 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 And to each its own. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's just, I feel like when you put yourself out there, though, you open that door to certain behaviors from people. People think that they can talk to you and treat you a certain way because you put yourself out there in a certain way. And I'm not the one. You can get these hands. I mean,
Oh,
I'm just saying.
you bring that heat, huh? I thought you wasn't gangster. Now you got me scared. Like you
I
get
ain't
these
gangster, but
hands.
I ain't no punk. You know what I mean? Like,
You putting hands and feet on people, huh?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what you doing. Hands and feet. Like if the
10
hands
toes
can't touch
down.
you, the feet are going up. That's it. Watch out. Yo, so you ready for that quick 16?
Yeah, let's go. You gonna drop a
Yeah.
beat? You want me to spit some acapella?
And I spit some acapella. I need to hear everything. I don't want
Okay.
to lose anything in no beat.
All right. They feel my presence and they cower. Down with a 16, they clam up. Chowder. Devour rappers at every encounter, any hour. Breakfast, brunch, lunch, happy meal and by the pounder. Sweet and sour saucing up chickies color panda. While they holding up cameras, I'm inking memorandums. Reading Rice Miranda with bangers like bandanas. Balls become propaganda, gifted from the moment of birth. This is not a random thought or a thought pop, giving top nonstop. Bitches on their knees, I got the game propped in the lip lock. Seems like most are here to play. I'm MMA, running circles around you squares in the shape. Sided with 8, higher level, top tier, all bars, no fear. No other quite like me, reality right here. Slowly heating up within the hottest city. Cold world when it's getting down to the nitty gritty. Reality.
Uh-oh.
Bars.
Right? But well, he lives like probably down the block from you, right? So
right.
yeah. So, you know, I will say this, right?
Yeah.
The delivery on it and what you had going on.
Yeah.
During the whole thing. I believe in thought-provoking bars. Like I want to be able to hear what you're saying, be like, wait, hold up. Did you really just say that?
Right.
Right? It's like, wait, hold up. And then I like the whole press rewind thing. I like the whole really trying to get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Not just hear something and be like, oh yeah, that was cool. Oh yeah,
right.
yeah. And then I'm waiting for the hook. Right? I don't want to wait for the hook. Right? I want to get lost in the bars. Right? I want to get lost in the 16. If the hook is cool, the hook is cool. The hook should be catchy. I always believe in a catchy hook because that's what get people to come back, right? That's how you get them to identify your song. And I think that I can't wait to hear the rest of the stuff you got going on because, you know, there was a, I don't know, I could have been hearing things, but I heard a little bit of a, like somewhat of a Caribbean accent. I could be wrong.
No, it's funny. A lot of people say they can hear New York in me when I spit. You know, I was raised by a New Yorker, so you're gonna hear a little bit, but yeah, I've never heard Caribbean though.
No, because it was like it was like a little bit of Caribbean style, like it was something that you were saying, and the pronunciation of the words, it just sounded like it had a little Caribbean flow to it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, hold on. So I'm listening. I'm like, whoa, what was that? And then the switch up in the pitch, right? Switching up in the pitch is always a dope thing because you're catching the attention. It's not monotone, right? You have dynamics to your voice. So it's like, oh, what the hell is that? You know? It's
Thank you.
I'm just gonna say keep doing what you're doing. That's just what we're gonna do.
What about one more? Let me do one more.
Hey, you got more for us? What's
I
up?
can do one more. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's on you right now. What you want to do?
This is like an epidemic. These gimmicks I can't relate. They mimic. Keep pretending they something they know they ain't. Got influence on the youth with no limit on how much fake shit sinks in and clouds up each kid by the minute. Let's take it to the basics. Show them reality. Make them absentee. Setting limits is the strategy. This is blasphemy. It's a hip hop. It's rapping tragedy. I'm handily replacing that shit with lyrical amnesty. Honestly, rappers can't rap. Just get act, get tatted up for the cameras, keep multiplying like rats. Another hood act, setting thirst traps. Repeat that. Another hood rat, bending over, add that up into that front. Call bluffs, eye to eye. All in all, what goes up must come down harder if it's fraud. Feeling lucky. Somebody got to say it. It's reality. In real life, there is no time for playing it. You will see. You will see if you don't know that I'm handling my business. Go blow when the bass hit that tongue flow. As you listen to a vision. Free speech hand in hand with the truth. Toe. Get a handle on the difference. What's real? What's realistic? What's basic? What's remarkable? You better know. That's a little something.
A little something. But right there, for some reason, right when you was doing the hook, right? Like it sounded a little Caribbean to me. I don't know. Like I don't know. It's just me. It just sounded a little Caribbean.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
I'll take that. Know? I'll take that. What up, though, Caribbean? What up to that?
Right? It's a little late here, so I don't know. It could just be me. I could be tired. I don't know, but definitely, I think that bars and delivery and saying what you say is important.
It is.
Being able to do that is great.
Thank
and
you.
never change up for anyone. I would say,
Right.
me personally, never sell your soul.
Right.
Stay
Never
true
ever.
to you, because you got to live with yourself at the end of the day.
Right.
You know,
Right. Right.
and there's nothing wrong. I say when you just push and do what you believe and what is right for you, you will never have any regrets. You never want to regret what you did and the decision you made
Right.
just for that check or that bag. And
Yeah.
it bothers me so much that so many times we sell our souls for that bag.
Yeah. You
You-
see it all the time. A lot in hip hop.
Yeah. And it's like we sell our souls, and then after we sell our souls and they done with us,
Yeah.
hears from us ever again. They throw
Yeah.
us away.
Just throw you away.
They throw us away. We're
Yep.
like vinyl records. Like, we don't need you no more. We got MP3s. Like,
Right.
what are you talking about?
No real shit.
We
Yeah.
stream now. What's an MP3? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like
Yeah. Really.
there's no more the hand to hand. There's no more the interaction. And I think the only way to connect with the masses is to always stay true to you, because that energy that you put out, right? When you're doing what you love and you're saying what you feel,
Mhm.
it resonates through
Right.
every hook, every tempo, every ad lib, everything. It just
Absolutely.
resonates. It
Yes. Yeah.
resonates.
And it makes you
So
stand out. When you're yourself, you're the only person that can be you. So you're automatically gonna stand out from the bunch.
yeah.
You know?
So let me pull up your latest track real quick, because I think I got it right here.
Okay.
Right. Mm, 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 mm. Got me jamming over here by myself, right? Because you got hey, you got bars. So we got
Bars.
lover and a fighter, right?
Yep. Lover and fighter.
Right. So talk to me about that title real quick. I kind of get it, because you said I put hands on you. So that was like, okay, like I saw you in some Timberland boots stomping somebody out. Like I just like, oh wow, you know. But then the lover part. So are you a Gemini?
I am not.
You're not. What are you?
I am the opposite of a Gemini. I'm a Libra.
You're a Libra.
So my birthday
Oh
is
my
coming
god.
up.
Super duper aggressive Libras are, you know.
We could be a bit aggressive, yes, and you're either a Libra or a Libra, which means you have Libras that are very blunt, straightforward, and brutally honest, or you have the Libras that are exact opposite and like pathological liars that lie about everything.
Oh my
But it's gonna be
goodness.
one or the other.
That is so hard. Like, why would
That's
you want to be a
true.
pathological liar? Like, that's
I'm
just awkward. But
telling you, any Libra, it's gonna be super honest or just crazy lying. Tell you.
yeah. So what was that lover part? Right. Well, I get the fighter, but the lover
Well,
part.
Lover and Fighter, I named it because the song is about relationship woes, about being, I was with someone that would look me in my eyes every day and tell me he loved me and I'm not cheating. And I found out he was cheating for a very long time. And you know us women, when we get mad about that cheating, we like to slash tires, bust up your car, try to hurt you, get the cousins to jump you, all that crazy stuff. So basically the song is saying how I want to hurt you, but I can't because I love you. So it's like I fight hard but love harder.
Mm.
So it's like a battle. I'm stopping myself from strangling your ass.
Never understood the slashing of the tires and the breaking of the windows.
I'm fighting.
I don't know how that makes you feel better, but
it does. It lets a lot of frustration and aggression out. You know what we want to do to y'all face, we do to the car. You know what I'm saying?
And the car is usually the extension of the male ego. I get it. Damn, it's so sad. This is so sad.
Stop lying. Stop cheating. Stop playing.
Like, look, please just don't touch the car. Let's have a conversation. We can work this out.
Right.
But don't touch the car. The car is precious, right? Not as precious as you, sweetheart. You know, then you got to sit there. You got to game it a little bit, right?
Right. Yeah.
Nothing is as beautiful as you. But please don't touch the 22.
Don't touch the whip. Yeah.
Don't touch the 22s. Leave the chrome alone. You bust the window. I got to get the tint done over again.
Yep.
Like, please, no.
Yep.
You got to make it sound good. So let's get into the track real quick. All right. We got Lover and Fighter. So here we go, y'all. Take a listen. Reality.
I'm a lover and a fighter, babe. I fight hard but love harder. Yeah. I hate it when my heart hurts. Second guess, it makes me angry. Heavy tears got my sight blurred. Feeling violent as my angels tame me. You got some nerve to use a love phrase, baby. Those 3 words are so menacing. When you don't mean what you say, I wanna hurt you like you pay me, but I can't, 'cause I am a lover and a fighter, babe.
Yeah.
I fight hard but love harder. Yeah. I'm a lover and a fighter, babe. I fight hard, but love so much harder. So I keep fighting right through the pain. In the end, it comes to my game. You just added to my strength. Played yourself when you chose to play. Love is blind, I didn't see. So I trusted you with your word. Ain't no way you could love me and wanna see what's under her skirt. So you flirt. Your temptation is overbearing, sense too weak to be a real one. So lie, hide every hint. But wait, come on, brother. I see it all in your face. Your eyes telling me different than everything that you claim. Game is not too strong. I'm on to your position, seeing red as I follow my heart, trust my intuition. I wanna bust out your windows, wanna damage your frame, not the car but the lane. On you inflicting this pain because you don't mean what you say. I wanna hurt you like you paid me, but I can't. A lover and a fighter, babe. I fight hard, but love so much harder. I'm a lover and a fighter, babe. I fight hard, but love so much harder.
Yeah. And we back, y'all. Because
Yay.
I'm a lover and a fight. I don't fight. I ain't gonna fight. I just be like, all right.
I give up.
I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm a it is what it is kind of person. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I feel that.
I still love you though. Like I'm like, I still love you though, but I'm not. We're not doing all that extra because it takes too much energy for me. Like I got other things to focus on.
I can feel that.
That's my fighting part. I just figure I'm just going to not do anything because it takes too much for me to actually do something. It's too much energy because I would make your car disappear. Like you would come outside and I would leave the driver's seat in the parking spot or in your driveway. You're gonna be like, what happened to the rest of my car? And
You
then
be
I'll
going too
mail
far.
you a piece every month. Like that's just something that I would do.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of those things that I'll be like, and then you file it. My car was stolen. I'm like, no, you stole it yourself. I'm gonna hit up the insurance company and say you
You
and
stole it.
you're committing fraud right now. It's just one of those things. That's what I would do, right? Because you know, crushing someone's heart and hurting someone can cause a lot of pain. You never know what the reaction could be or would be. You just
Absolutely.
said you want to tear up somebody's frame, and you know, it's like it's just one of those things that it's like I was always told. I forgot what the saying is, but it has something to do with a woman scorned, right? And that,
Yes.
the
Hell
whole
hath
woman
no
scorned.
fury like a woman scorned.
Yeah, that just sounds crazy. Like it just really
Yeah.
does. Like what? Like why are we even going there? What happened? Can we just shake
Right.
hands and you go that way, I go this way? No, it's like it's coming for me for the rest of my life. You got married, you got kids, and all that, but you still trying to come for me. That's
Yeah.
that's a lot of times the way the situation goes down. They're not being able to let go of the pain,
But
right?
lucky for me, music is therapy, and because of that, I'm on the radio.
Yeah, so smashing windows and messing up cars and destroying frames.
Right.
To deal with the cars. Just go ahead. Just it's okay. Just leave me alone, right? Now,
Yeah.
now I would say this about the track, right? Now, the
Hmm.
first time I listened to it, right, I'm thinking it was like a whole R&B song, right?
Yeah.
It's just I'm like, oh, okay, she's singing. Okay, we about to get into it, and then it's like, oh wait, hold up. She's spitting right now, but she's no longer singing. We got bars, you know, and I think that that's so much of an attention grabber when it
Yeah.
comes to music. Like me personally, I love music like that,
Hmm.
where I'm expecting one thing, but then I get that shock factor, and
Oh, that's great. That's good to
and
hear.
I'm
Right.
someplace else, and I'm like, oh, okay, and then I'm back to where I was in the beginning.
Hmm.
And I just think a lot of music is missing that. And then, this track was a little over 3 minutes.
Hmm.
I've listened to tracks that if they hit 2 minutes, that's just like a stretch. Like, it's 2 minutes. It's like you say three words and 2 minutes is gone. You
Yeah.
know, and I could appreciate the delivery of it and the way you can keep the attention of the listener as they listen to it because they don't know
So,
what they're going to get.
right. Right. And the song is very special to me too because uh, it was my first TV placement. It was actually placed in the Fifth Ward series on UMC, and it's just been crazy. All the support that I've gotten around this record has been crazy. And this is the first time I've opened myself up and put myself out there singing. Because I've always written R&B and I have some of the songs, but I've always been an MC first, and I was hesitant. But now it's just like boom! I just came in swinging. So
So
it's a
what
special
what
track.
is that? Now I'm gonna ask you a question, a personal
Mhm.
question, right?
Okay.
So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? What you should be doing moving forward,
What does it tell me I should be doing moving forward? I
right?
should keep
Because
I should keep singing.
right, and because that was that thing that you was I ain't too comfortable with. I'm all about you know my bars and doing this.
Yeah,
I'm an MC first,
right.
right? But venturing into that realm, look what happened.
Right, right. And I can really thank Mac and Million Dollar Man Music for that because him and Raphael RJ2, who produced the track, they pulled me out of my shell and, you know, just made me more comfortable with being on that mic singing. So I'm grateful for them for that. And I'm excited to really like expand my talents in a way and explore in other ways I haven't yet. So
Yeah. And I'm gonna do something really weird right now, but I just really want you to work with me, just go with me for a moment, right?
Okay.
So cross your arms the way you normally cross your arms, right? That's normal for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now reverse your arms,
Right. Feels crazy.
right?
It feels crazy.
That's where success happens,
Yeah.
when it feels crazy. So you actually switching it up on the track,
Yeah.
it took you to a whole nother level, and you got
It did.
noticed by a situation that wouldn't probably had noticed you if you continued in that comfortable zone that you was doing it.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
And it's one of the craziest things. And if we learn to accept that, because we're creatures of habit, right? I
Mm-hmm.
do this all the time. This feels normal to me, so I'm just gonna keep on rocking with this. But
Right.
once you decide to do something different, it's definitely gonna feel weird. It's not gonna
Yeah.
feel right. It's like going against the grain.
Yeah.
But that's when you're gonna see so much change and elevation in whatever you're trying to do.
Right. Absolutely. You got to step out of your comfort zone. I mean, in order to get things you never had, you got to do things you've never done. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because if we just do what we were taught, we would stay in that same damn box that they already envisioned us of being in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely right. I'm grateful for it. I'm glad they did pull me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah. And shout out to Scotty Mac, right?
Charlie Mack.
Charlie Mac. I'm sorry. Charlie Mac. I'm
He gonna
sorry.
get you for
Scotty Mac,
that.
Charlie Mac,
And Raphael
Charlie Mac,
RJ too.
right? Charlie Mac. It's getting late here. Shout out to Charlie Mac for pushing you. Shout out to the label for pushing you to do something different, because sometimes it takes someone on the outside looking in to say, yo, you have that potential. Why are you not
Yeah.
doing it?
Yeah.
And that just identified that you found the right circle to be in.
Yes, I did.
Right? You found the right circle, and they really see something in you, and they willing to put in the work and get you to that level.
Yeah.
And that's
And I'm
amazing.
so
And
grateful and humbled by that, because it's been a long time coming. It's hard to find that, family, because it's really like a family, that you fit in, you're comfortable with. I'm so, so grateful for it.
yeah, and it's just a wonderful thing. And it's a blessing. I don't
Yeah.
I don't know how spiritual or religious you may be. I don't want to go into preaching, but right, everything happens for a reason, and the higher power puts individuals in your path, either for a
Absolutely.
reason or a season.
Right.
So it's the people that are just there for a season, they just don't last too long, right?
Yeah. Good reason.
They're there while you're going through what you're going through in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But if
Right.
they're in your life for a reason, they're there to get
Right.
you to those levels, to elevate yourself, to get you where you need to be, to change your situation.
Right.
And I just think that that's wonderful. And shout out to Charlie Mack. Shout out to the whole team. Shout out to you, right? For
Thank you.
putting in that work for 17 years, making music, doing what you do, starting off banging on the lockers in high
Yeah.
school, because it takes a lot to just continue that. Because when that starts, it's the point of, you get that initial high, right? Of,
Yeah.
oh, this just, something like I heard on the radio, or whatever it is. Yeah, I could do this, and then sticking with it is
Right.
what is
It's
what
what-
got you to where you are.
Yes. Yes. And it takes very thick skin to stay in it and to keep going. And you really do have to have a passion for it. If you don't have a passion for it, if you just want to be a rapper just because, it's more than likely won't work out. You're going to hear 1,000 no's. It's going to take a lot of time and money. If you don't invest in yourself, nobody else will. And a lot of people think like, they see an artist and be like, oh, they got discovered. No. It takes a lot of work, a lot of time to really get to where you want to be in the industry. And you just got to be prepared for that. And you have to be open to criticism too. You can't, go into every go to every producer thinking you Jay-Z and just think it's just gonna be that and that's that. Like, you got to be open to that critique, because being surrounded by other artists is only gonna make you stronger as an artist. So yeah, and don't stop, don't quit, educate
And
yourself as much as possible, all that good stuff.
and even being Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z was turned down for deals. Like nobody wanted to sign Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z was at the time, he was one of the oldest rappers to get signed during
Mhm.
that time. So he pushed and pushed and pushed to actually get to where he is. You
Right.
know, what people don't know how Jay-Z got his name is because he used to panhandle on the J and Z train in Brooklyn.
Wow.
So he was
I
on
didn't
the
know that.
train panhandling. That's how he got his name. Everybody knew him from panhandling on the train, selling candy or whatever it was on the trains and stuff. That's how he got his name. But he was a hustler. So he
Yeah.
pushed and pushed and pushed. And that's how he got his name from one of the OGs on the block. So
Wow.
now that guy just kept pushing and he's a billionaire, right?
Yeah,
These are one of these things. Just because you don't fit the mold doesn't mean you don't continue. Believe in yourself and push and get yourself where you need to be. All
absolutely.
those no's only prepare you for that one yes that you're gonna get.
Right. Right. And it's not what you know, it's who you know. This is, network with people, go to mixers and stuff, and don't burn bridges. People, you know, at least I've noticed, especially here in Vegas, is with a lot of underground artists, they let their egos get out of control and they ruin relationships, not realizing who that person may have been, or if you may need to cross that bridge again down the road. Is just treat people the way you want to be treated and take care of your business, take care of your business and don't quit.
And with your education and business, and as it comes to music, what is it that one jewel that you would want to drop for all those artists out there that are looking to either start or are looking to make that breakthrough in the industry?
Uh, I would say, and that's because I see so many artists do this, put some kind of strategy behind your music. They'll record, and then the next day it'll be up through DistroKid and YouTube, but they have no plan or strategy on how to push it. And always put a strategy together, because you get so much more back when you put in more. So just, take the time to really strategize how you want to push something and put work behind the song. Don't just upload it and think you're going to blow up. It usually doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
You end up wasting a lot of time and money doing it that way. I had to learn that the hard way. So yeah, plan, and stick to it.
As they say, you got to fan the flame, right? Hey, you
Yeah.
got to make sure that it get a little bit of oxygen to stay
Yeah.
hot. Yeah.
Right.
Yo,
Yeah.
so I just want to say I definitely had a great time
I did too.
during this interview. I want to say this won't be the last time.
No, it won't.
No.
It
We
will not.
definitely gonna stay in contact. We got a lot of things in the works, so we definitely gonna rock out and make sure that when you got those projects coming out, make sure you hit us up. We can sit there.
Absolutely.
We can sit there and push it. Do whatever we can do because we respect the hard work and the actual honesty that goes into what true artists are doing, right? The ones that believe in their work and support themselves and what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's real, recognized real, and the hustle game in the music industry is real. Being in
Yes.
radio is not easy. Being on the other end of getting your music played is not easy. You
No.
have to do this when people might not even be listening or not
Right.
even paying attention. So
And it's a 24/7 hustle. You sleep when you're dead.
yeah,
For
it's
real.
like, oh,
It's a
so
lot of work.
I got 1 hour sleep today. That's all I got for you. Like, but I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
And it's for real. It's for real.
Yeah.
And you just gotta respect it. And People that are successful sleep less than the
Yes.
people that actually just live life.
Right.
So it's just one of those things. If they pay attention to anyone that has been in the game that is successful, the hustle game is real. 4 or 5 hours of sleep a day is practically normal, and 5 hours
Yeah.
is probably a stretch. You know,
Right.
yeah,
Right. No days off. No days off.
no days off.
Yeah.
Right. So give out your social media so they know where to follow you, and also where they can find your music.
Okay, so you guys can follow me at Reality MC. That's REALITMC. That's on all social media platforms. And you can actually go to my website to find my music, which is realitymc.com, REALITMC.com. Yeah, Lover Fighter is doing amazing on Spotify. So y'all keep streaming it on Spotify, add it to your favorite playlist, and just keep it going up. And yeah, just follow me, follow the grind, follow the grind. Reality MC.
And that is what's up. So you already know this is your boy Prophet Pete, and this is Prophet Radio Special Edition, right? We was a special show just for
Thank
reality.
you.
Just
Thank you very much.
and if you're looking for the replay, make sure you check it out on YouTube, on Facebook, and probably 1,000 other places. But we just going to go with those two for right now. And you can always get the latest and greatest on WEMSradio.com. So make sure you download that app too, by the way, because you can stay tuned with us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because we lit. You heard?
Lit. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you, New York. I appreciate the time,
Yes.
the love, the support. Like, let's just keep it going up. Support your indie artists. So I appreciate y'all.
That's a fact. And you're going to get this link ASAP.